Hi everybody, it's Nancy. I'm back. We're going to finally do the envelope in the journal. Okay, I was putting it off because, I was waiting for inspiration. So let's just get to that envelope in this video, okay? So I have some ideas. The envelope's there. I inked around it. So let me show you what I did here. This envelope is the bigger piece. Excuse me, I just inked around for now. And then what I did, I ripped the edge here open and I just glued a piece of coffee dyed paper in there and used some of the Tim Holtz words. So this says, and you'll see why. Lost in the inky darkness, the dead hour of the night, as when the howling of the wolf is heard. I need some werewolf stuff in my life here for this. But anyway, the reason I did that is because this was a piece of the ephemera in the Tim Holtz Halloween package. And this reminds me, with the full moon and the dark clouds and the water in this building, it reminds me of that song, or I think it's a movie too, The Werewolf of London. I don't know. That's where my brain went with when I saw this here. So, and I thought this fits perfect in here. So I kind of put that little story behind here, and you can journal on the back of this card. And look, it goes in this, well, it does go in here perfectly. I might have got a little glue in there. Hold on, let me open that up. There we go. This card fits perfect in here. So when it's in here, you can see the scene with the full moon, right? And take it out and you read the story of the picture. Okay, but I wanted to cover this yet, so I took some of the Tim Holtz wallpaper that looked like brick and kind of cut approximate window out of here. So I'm going to cover that so it looks like, the side of a building. And so I didn't want to take time to cut that out. It wasn't easy trying to figure out the window on this. But you know what? I did it because it's always better to cut it a little, the window of this a little smaller than this. Try to get it exact. I can never get it exact. So I just kind of, just estimated it and it worked out fine. So, I hope everybody's doing well. The rain, we're finally going to get the rain. It's going to start tonight. We're supposed to get like 4 or 5 days of rain. So it's going to be perfect Halloween weather. So it's a good time to craft and put on some spooky movies or some Halloween movies. So I said, oh my gosh, I got to get this video done. I've got to get it done. Everybody's waiting for the envelope. So we're going to do both sides of the envelope. So I hope you like them. Hope you like the ideas. Okay, so we're going to put this one here. And I like the raw edge of the ripped envelope here. And all I did was ink around it with black soot real good. And I love how that looks. So that's pretty easy to get on, right? Just that. And then I love how this card looks in here now. Doesn't that look nice? Like you're looking from another building out. I love that. Simple. I just want to leave it like that. Now on this side here, I wanted to make a top loading pocket on here. So let me show you first. I just cut some more pieces of wallpaper and I already ripped it. I'm going to glue this here and then this part's going to be the pocket. So let me get this going. We're going to play with another Tim Holtz portrait doll. I'll show you. I can't get enough of those portrait dolls. So this piece I'm going to cover goes all the way, glue down, and then we'll make a pocket, and then I'll show you my idea. Maybe, and I'm sure everybody knows or whatever, but The packaging that the Tim Holtz Halloween ephemera and things come in, that back piece, it's always really cool looking. Have you realized, have you noticed that? I'm sure you have. Okay, let me get this on here first. For instance, you know, like this piece that's in here, behind here, let me show you. It's always, well, usually there's Halloween. This one here, any of his Halloween stuff, he usually has, you know, this kind of a paper. So you can always do something with this. Or there's like dark gray. So I wanted to do something using up even the pieces of the packaging. Because, you know, why not? And it's expensive. It's not cheap. So I want to show you. It's great for journaling cards. So I just did that, and what I'm going to do is glue this here on 3 sides, and this is going to be our pocket. So let me get the pocket down, and then we'll make the tag. Real simple tag, though, but I have a more ornate idea for the other part of the envelope, but this one's kind of like a dark and dreary idea. So let me get this on. Okay. And I did tear the edges on the side here and the top. Let me just wipe my hand. And then we are almost done with this book. Almost. Not quite, but almost. But I at least wanted to get the envelope idea done, and just a couple little simple pages I'll show you. So now we have our pocket here, okay? So here's a piece of that packaging, and I'm going to show you, because I didn't glue a corner down. See how you can see that's the back of the packaging. And what I did was I just cut a, this is actually a book page from a book that I glued on the back of this packaging. So now you have a nice journaling spot to write on. And I just love how this looks. So I have this boy. Now, I think I inked the edges with black already. I think I did. So I thought, look how, like, I don't know, kind of like, it's creepy cute, creepy spooky, but look how he looks against there, like just, you know, monotone. I just love that look, and I didn't want to, I was thinking of putting stuff behind it, but then it would defeat the purpose of this awesome background. So I just want to glue him on, and I'm going to make him the tag, and then I have a few little, the words to, just like a simple word type thing from the sticker book. So let me get him on. I don't know, it's kind of eerie, don't you think? Especially with the other side being the town and the werewolf and all that. Maybe, oh yes, he's the one that turns into the werewolf on the full moon. Of course he is. Oh my gosh. There's my werewolf, right? Okay, let me get this on here. And I do sleep at night. I mean, I don't have nightmares, so I'm okay. I do sleep at night. I just don't watch any spooky movies at night. If I watch them, I watch them while I'm crafting during the day. I will not watch anything. I can watch Hocus Pocus at night or Haunted Mansion, fun things like that. But if I wanted to watch something with a little scariness to it, yeah, that'll be during the day, not at night. Then I know I won't sleep, so. But I can have these ideas during the day, and it doesn't bother me. So these are the words I picked. An unfortunate ending. So let me, and I'm just going to plaster this right across them. And I'm going to keep it simple, but I think the creep factor is there. Just on an angle like that. That background in him, I just love how that looks. So let me just get that on there. I don't want to put it in the pocket yet till it dries. But that'll go in the pocket. I might put a little bit of some, oh gosh, some gauze up here. Yeah, let's let this dry for a second. We're going to let this dry. This is done. We've got the journaling card in there. I love that. Let's go to the other. Oop, there's our floating frames in the Haunted Mansion. That, okay. Oh, on this page here, the other part of the wallpaper in the mansion, I had this die cut from a friend for the candelabra, and I put sometime in the middle of the night. So you can imagine somebody walking, they hear noises, they're walking down the hall in the middle of the night holding the candelabra, right? Okay? All right. Here's our other envelope. This one's going to be a little more involved. Now, so I have all my pieces here. So first off, I'm going to cover the envelope with more wallpaper. So we're going to work on one side. We're going to work on one side at a time here, okay? Actually, let's see, what side should we work on? The easier side? All right. Let's work on this side here. This is going to be the kind of the easier side. We're going to work with one of those portraits. I have another piece of wallpaper. I already inked everything up here. I cut it to size already, and I just want to glue this on. And I like these big numbers, and it looks like, you know, metal. And I think it adds interest in this book. So I wanted to use this as a background. So let's get that glued on here. And thanks everybody for always giving me encouragement and kind comments. I appreciate it so much. And I have a blast answering you and talking to you. So thanks again. I really appreciate that. I think we're just having so much fun with this series, right? I'm really enjoying it myself. So I'm going to put this on here. And I like the raw edge, so I'm leaving the raw edge there. Just straightening it out a little. So let me get that straightened out. Okay. All right. And for this picture here, it's too new. So I don't have one of those fancy rough edge things. So I'm just going to take my scissors and carefully, without cutting myself here, I'm going to carefully rough this up like it's just been around. I'm going to rip some of this picture out of here like that. Rough up the edge again. Maybe bend this edge here back and forth. Oh yeah, that looks good. Really, just do it because it's so much fun. It's freeing. So I'm going to get my vintage photo ink. Let me reach over here and get some ink here. And let's ink this photo up and really age it up, right? Oh, I like that. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so I just want to glue this on right on here. Just simple. Glue it on. Just to give it some interest. All right. I'm just capping my glue up here because every time I leave it, it's drying out here. And I got myself a new little bottle here. Got a new bottle, bigger one, so it lasts me a little longer. I'm going to put it on an angle just like that. Boy, I really roughed that picture up, didn't I? He looks a little creepy to me, this guy with those big eyes like that. Like he's staring out at you. So we're going to leave this like that for now. And then we're going to work on this side. And then we're going to make a really nice tag to go in here. So this page is another wallpaper. And it looks like marble looking. And to me that looks like the marble slabs in the mausoleums. So I already cut that. And I'm going to glue that on here. Right, I cut it just to the right size, yeah. So let me get that. And then I cut out, I have a die cut, metal die for a doily. I think it's a 3-inch doily. I don't know where I've gotten it from, I would tell you, but I've had it for so long. I just don't remember where I got it from. But I did cut one out of black, and we're going to decorate the front of this, and we're going to make a really, really cool tag for the inside of this envelope. Now, I don't know if most of you know, or some of you do know, but I always say my favorite color is purple. So even though I have a purple page in here, a couple purple pages, I needed a little more purple in here. So that's going to be kind of the color of our tag, kind of a morning tag, not daytime morning. I'm talking morning. Okay, all right, let me get this on here. I love the rough edge here, looks good. Okay, and then here's that black doily. So I thought we'd put a black doily on there. And then I have another Tim Holtz girl. She's sitting with her arm up. I think I inked her already. Did I? Yeah. And then this is just a tag from, I don't know where it's from. I can't remember. One of my digital collections that I think it might have been from Tracy's Dark Compendium. I'm thinking that's what it is. So I want to just decorate the front here. So I'm going to glue this on. Okay. Do you get trick-or-treaters where you live? And if you do, what kind of candy do you hand out in your neighborhood? I mean, do you hand out chocolate? Do you hand out special treats? Where I live, we don't get really any trick-or-treaters, maybe one or two, because we don't have a lot of kids nearby. But I'm always prepared, though. I have my candy ready. What do I buy? I have to hand out now 2 different candies. There are some for adults that I like to, for us to eat, but then there's candy for kids. And I still like to buy good candy for kids. So I like to buy like Reese's, Kit Kats, Hershey's Cookies and Cream, yeah, stuff like that kind of chocolate, Hershey Kisses, things like that. For me and for the adults, I favor Dove chocolates or Lindt truffles are my favorite. So I always have to get some of those for me so I can have my own trick-or-treat. So I'm just going to put that there like that. I'm going to stick that on there, and she's going to be leaning on it. And so once in a while, I just treat myself to a little piece of candy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. One little piece, right? All right, so I'm going to kind of put that right there. Let me just make sure she's going to sit on it. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm going to glue her on now. And then we're going to get to the tag. The tag will take a little longer, and I want to sew on it a little bit, but my sewing machine is in a cabinet behind me. So if I do get up and sew, you'll just have to bear with me for 1 second while I do it, okay? So let's get her on, leaning on here. I'm going to hold her down, let her dry for a second. I don't know if I have a story about this girl. I have to think about that. I don't know, she's got like flowers in her hand. I don't know. I'll think about it. Okay. Let's just flip to our other here. This guy's dry now. We have a journaling card. Like I said, I might get some gauze and sew on there, but he'll just sit in there. And look, he just kind of creeps over the pocket. We could even put something down there if we want, but I even like this. So he will be part of the pocket. I love that. Love it. I like that a lot. And then I can't stop looking at this side. That's really good too. Okay, back to this. So that's done. That's done. Okay, here's my idea for the tag. This is a printout of a tag from Tracy Fox Dark Compendium, I believe. So I'm going to ink this up, but I am going to actually use Tim Holtz Wilted Violet. So let me get that out and put this on, because it's kind of that pinky purple, which is like my fave color. So I'm going to ink this card up. Like that. Oh, on this side, oh, I want to stencil on this side. Can we stencil a little bit here? Let's see. I've got that Tim Holtz stencil. This little packet's got 3 smaller stencils in it. I want to use the word one, just to do something different. This one here. I want to use that one. So let me just put this on here. Just kind of center it. I'm going to hold it with my hand, even though probably a good idea to tape it down, but I don't have time. We're going to do it this way. So I'm going to kind of hold my hand, center it the best I can, and then just kind of go in there and kind of pounce a little bit. Not too much rubbing, but just pounce down and rub a little. I've been wanting to use this stencil for a while, but I think this is perfect for it. This ought to look good, huh? Hope I'm not moving. I don't think I'm moving it. Almost done. Let me just hold it down here. Okay, I think we're going to lift it up now. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, I like that. Very good. So we're going to have it that way, and then that looks really good. I like that spider there too. Let's ink the edges of this. That's a fun tag. I'm telling you, I've really been going through all my Tim Holtz stuff and using things that I bought that I haven't even used yet. I'm loving this. Loving this. Okay. So I have also here some like a purple butterfly. So I'll just ink the edges of this with the purple since I have it out. I have a purple butterfly, just, I don't know from where. This flower bouquet, an offering of love. So I'll just hit this with the purple. If I was just looking for like purple flowers. Okay, let me put this aside. Okay, just want to make sure I have my correct color there, and wipe my hands. All right, so I have a flower bouquet butterfly. This is part of the ephemera. It's the in remembrance. It's the small version of this card here, more or less, this remembrance card here. So I ripped it in half, but there's the poem, and then it's got a lady's name, Mrs. I don't know, Clay something, died in age whatever. So anyway, I have this portrait doll here, okay? So I want to glue her on here, kind of half off. Okay. I want to put her, I don't know what this little, there's a little edge there that's bothering me here. So I don't think I even inked her, so let me get her inked up here. We're going to cut off the edge anyway, I think. I don't want to put her this way. I want to have her a little bit off the edge. And we're going to glue her on, and I'm okay that her head sticks out there too. Just going to ink that up a little. So I'm going to glue her down, and I'm going to cut this excess off. So let me do that. Okay, so I'm going to get her on here. I hope I'm in frame. Okay, we're going to get her on about here. And I'm just going to cut this part off. Okay, and then we can ink that. Okay, so there she is on there. Ooh, I wanted to put this behind her. Let's lift that up real quick. That's what I wanted to do. See, I already have this inked. So let me get this on. I wanted to put this under her. I'm getting way ahead of myself here, I think. So, okay. So I want to kind of put this down here, like that. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. And then I want to put this bouquet of flowers here like that. So I'm going to glue that on. I think it looks really good. And I had to have some purple in here. You know, I mean, it's good when it's all monotone and things, but a little pop of color is good. So let's put this here. Like somebody laid a bouquet of flowers down there for her. And let's get that butterfly on there. I cannot pass up a purple butterfly, so. Okay. I want to put that right here. Doesn't that look nice? I love that. So still, what I want to do is dressing it up a little more. I have some black seam binding. So I'm going to stitch a piece over here. So I'm just going to cut myself up. Let me get rid of this kind of raw edge a little. And I'm going to cut about that much. And what I want to do, I'm just going to put some glue for now to hold it, and I'm going to run it through my machine. But I'll put that there, and I'm just going to kind of scrunch it up just to kind of hold it there for now, like this. Okay, and then I'm going to stitch right through that, but I just want to hold it down. Like that. If I can get that to work, that'd be really nice. Let me get that to work, because I need some more dramatic, like some black on here. Even though I love the purple, I love purple and black together. So I will stitch that in a second. I'll fix that when I stitch it. On this side, well, first I wanted to put, I have this really nice black trim, and she needs some trim on her dress. So I'm gonna put some trim on her dress. And I will run a stitch through this too, but I'm gonna glue this on for now. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna cut a piece about here. Just like that. Make sure I have it even so it's not crooked. That looks good. So we'll let that dry for a second. And then I have some gauze that I kind of hit with my black soot here. So it's kind of like a gray. And I want to sew that on the side. And then my friend just had sent me a wonderful Halloween package and had this little trim on it. And I thought, oh, I've got to put trim on this. We have to, oh, you know what, the trim, I'm putting the trim on, not on this. I wanted to put the trim on this. That's what I wanted to do. So let's get back to this for a second real quick. I wanted the trim on here. Yes. Okay, so let me glue this. We have to have a little dangly trim. And when I got this, I thought, oh, I know where I'm putting it. Put this. So we're going to glue it on. Okay. Little piece of red. Let's see. I'll go on this side. Is it? Yeah. Let me try this side better. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. We're going to line this up here, and it's going to look so cool dangling from here. Then I'm just going to take it to the other side and glue it all the way across here. That was my idea for the trim. And then it'll dry, and then I'll cut it. Now, even though this one's a little dangly here, I'm going to trim that one. Hopefully it won't matter. So let's grab it, bringing it over, and then I think I can cut it right here. I think. Let's see. Okay. Oops. All right. There we go. That's so cool. So that's what I wanted to do with this, is put it down here. And this way it'll be hanging off the bottom here without hanging past the, the book, but it's still going to look good. Okay, that's what I wanted to do with the trim. Getting back to the tag now. So I have some of this gauzy stuff, and I just wanted to sew it on the side, and I have some purple thread to add to it. So let me get this to where I want it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want it like on both sides. So I was kind of just doing it this way, and I was just going to wrap it around like this and stitch it down, and I'm going to put some threads on there. So bear with me. I will be right back. Here, I'll give you something to look at. And give me 1 second. I'm just going to go back to my sewing machine here, give it a stitch, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Talks amongst yourselves, like Gail says. And I'll be right there. I'll be there shortly. I could not bring my sewing machine closer. I'm so sorry, but I want you to see what it looks like stitched, okay? So give me 1 second. I'm almost done. Okay, I'm coming. One more little stitch. Okay, everybody, I'm coming back. Thanks for being patient. Okay, here's my tag. I'm going to leave some of the strings on. Thanks, everybody. I usually don't sew on camera, but I wanted you to see this right away, so just going to leave some of the threads on for now. But here it is. I stitched this on here, and then I stitched the gauze on, so it's on both sides. And then if you can see, I put a cluster of purple thread here and just stitched right on it, okay? So this goes in here. All right, so let me just, and it will go in there. There's enough room in there. That seam binding is very thin, so, and I want her to stick out, so that's how I want it. So when you have the pages and you're looking through your book like that, and this, and now when you turn this page, you're going to start this way, but she's peeking out here. She's looking. Okay, maybe that's her husband. I don't know. Maybe he came to bring flowers for his wife. Maybe, right? So anyway, here is our pocket, our envelope pocket with our tag here. And then on the other side, we have Werewolf in London. Werewolf in London. And this guy here, I feel like I'll probably sew some gauze over here, I'm gonna guess. I feel like I want to put a little gauze up on top here, maybe something here, but I'll get back to you on that, okay? So I wanted to show you we at least got that done, and then we just did this little page here. Oh, and I did one more thing. Where is it at? On this page here, I had a die cut of a hanging spider, and this I'm going to leave for journaling. I might leave the other side for journaling too, but maybe add something, a little cluster I think we're going to do maybe here. And then we have a few more pages and we should be almost done. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for being patient while I sewed that. So I really appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? So thanks everyone. Bye.